Hello, everybody, says the most organised man in football YouTubing without even having his earphones plugged in. There we go. We are live. Hopefully, you can see me and you can hear me. Welcome along for another lovely night of Championship football. We were here last night doing Leeds versus Wolves for our dearly departed. Tonight, we will be watching a long Norwich versus Birmingham City. There are also a handful of other. I think it's 7 in total, actually. So plenty of Championship action tonight. Let me know if you are in the chat. Let me know that you can see me and you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know who you are following, who you are supporting this evening in the Championship. We'll have a little go through of all of the fixtures real quick before we start. And then we will focus in on our Sky TV game here, which is Norwich versus Birmingham over at Carrow Road. Russ is here. Lovely job. Predictably so, you would think, bearing in mind who is playing. Just very, very quickly, we need to say thank you to Charlie, who is our fan sponsor for the live watch-alongs this season. Charlie Frost, 30 years, a loyal royal. Here is to many more. And Charlie did want me to mention about his appeal to help out the doctors that are treating him at the moment. If you check out Charlie's football channel on Instagram or on YouTube, etc., you can, I think you have to donate a football shirt. So a really good cause there. Help Charlie with his battle, sadly, against stage 1 lung cancer. Not a big twit. Says, evening, Ben. Come on, Blues. Good. We are represented on both sides, which is always good news. Keep your comments coming in. Keep your predictions coming in. Let's have a little look. We're going to go to the split screen. Everybody drink. And we'll see who is playing tonight in the Championship. Like I say, the first 3-game week this season, and these are kind of what defines the Championship, aren't they? Let's bring up your fixtures. There we go. So tonight we have Forest and Rotherham, Norwich and Birmingham, which we are covering right here. Coventry versus Swansea, Millwall versus Luton, Huddersfield versus Derby, Bristol City versus Borough, and the 8 o'clock kickoff, normal M4 type behaviour there. Reading versus Wickham are going to go 15 minutes after everybody else. There are your fixtures. Right. Let's have a little look at what we are to expect here from Norwich and Birmingham. Birmingham very draw happy at the moment. Norwich finally got a win. Gordon says, is it 5-4-1 or 4-2-3-1? Well, we will find out when it kicks off, but there you go. If you've got any team news like Alex has from the other games, Bennett in for Bradshaw, Zahor on the bench over at Millwall. Oh, what? Doncaster have equalised? Oh, no good. Ipswich, 7 o'clock kickoff as well over at Doncaster tonight. I have my eye on my phone over in the corner there. I didn't realise Doncaster had equalised, actually. John is here. He's a Birmingham fan. Popping in before the game. Might need that 5 at the back tonight. Let's look at the Norwich team there. So, in similar fashion, but two interesting tweaks from their last game against Rotherham. Krul in goal. Quintia, Gibson, Hanley, and Aarons are the back four. So Zimmerman still not around. Skip and Rupp will be the double pivot, but then we need to let the game start to see what's actually going to happen ahead of them. SofaScore have got it in a 4-2-3-1 with Cantwell and Buendia wide and Hugill and Pookie. Some derivation of those two. We don't know, frankly, until we see who's going to go where. It could just be an old school 2 up top. We will find out. Daniel Farker is very sturdily a 4-2-3-1 one man, even when he does his madcap substitutions and lots of attacking players on. It's always, losing a defender and an extra midfielder, sort of swarming forward. So I'll be very interested to see if it's either a sort of a 4-4-2 or whether it's like a 4-4-1-1 with, I don't know, Pookie off Hugo or vice versa. We will see when the game starts. My crystal ball is not working, so I can't tell you exactly what will happen. McGovern, Plachetta, McLean, Tetty, Vrancic, Martin and Ida on the bench for Norwich. Now, for Birmingham, we've already been asked, will it be a 5 across the back? Well, I can safely predict that I think it will be. Looking at those 3 centre halves there, they're not going to play any other way, I don't think. And given that Derby gave that blueprint with their win at Carrow Road with exactly that system, sadly, Ipswich are losing. Doncaster leaders, Ben Whiteman's cross misses from deep and bounces into the far corner. Joy to the world. We saw in the Derby versus Watford game when 2 teams play this system, it is dire. So let's hope we do get some tension between Norwich attacking and just Birmingham doing that, because it wasn't a good watch the other night when we got 2 5-4-1s against each other. But Etheridge in goal. It's been Dean and Friend, but Roberts is the extra centre-back tonight. Colin and Pedersen. The only possible little twitch could be Lecco up front. But if Lecco's there to balance out Sanchez, then we'll see. But that looks very much like a 5-4-1. So Sunjic and Clayton will sit. Scott Hogan will try and run the channels and get in and out. But that does look like a pretty defensive formation there. Prieto, Cogley, Gardner, McCree. So some quality here. Look, Bella and San Jose on the bench. Boyd, Muntz. Norwich fans will be pleased to not be seeing Lucas Jutkovic anywhere, as would most championship defences. Let me have a swig of my coffee real quick. I'm really thirsty, but it hasn't cooled down properly. Let's get to some of your comments really quickly. No comment. Lecco looked razor sharp when he came on. Interested to see. John, where do you think he's going to play? Will he play just down the left there, or is he going to have the job that what's his name, Josviak had against Norwich for Derby, where it's, look, you got to play 2 positions. When we're attacking, please try and get forward, but otherwise you need to cover the fullback. Cooper plays 128th championship match in a row. What a guy! That is Luke Chambers-esque, isn't it? Russ, not confident tonight, Ben. Bad feeling. Feels very much a lot come Norwich. Looking at those lineups, I would be more confident because, Russ, I think we can already predict what the game state's going to be. And I think Birmingham are going to be quite passive in this one and try and sucker Norwich on, which, to be fair, Karanka is very good at. But I would always rather be the active team rather than the passive team. However, we saw Derby be the passive team and win. But, I don't think Timu Pukki is going to fall over and hit a penalty over the bar today. Is he? Iain is here. Tremendous. Miller's correspondent logging in. Great stuff, Iain. Keep us up to date. Obviously, Rotherham going under to Norwich this past weekend. We have got a couple of blue noses in. I think people are dipping in and out. So let me do a quick plug, because we are sponsored, this next couple of weeks by Fan First, that you can see up the top there. Please, and do it tonight. It'll be fun. Log in and register www.fanfirst.co.uk. It is a fan run ratings system. And I've got a screenshot for you to look at. And this is from my screen. This is what we were doing last night. You can see there's my username up in the corner. And you can go in, and this was our watch along last night. So I've been in and given my ratings on Leeds versus Wolves. Be interested, really good touch with the eye test. Look, you can rate the managers as well, the referees on other pages. Really, really good fun website. Thank you to Matt and Fan First for sponsoring the channel for these next couple of weeks. Please, we want championship representation on there. That's why Matt has come to me. So www.fanfirst.co.uk. Go ahead and register. I wonder when San Jose is going to start for Blues. Yeah, maybe we'll see him off the bench tonight. But look, it's Saturday midweek. So this is maybe a period where he will get in and get some minutes. He will play wide left, says John. Sanchez wide right. Interesting. I fear the rest of the team socially distancing from Scott Hogan again. Yes, that is the issue with this system that Birmingham will be putting out. Jamie is a Huddersfield fan. He says, come on, town. Let's just have a little quick run through those other fixtures one more time. Forest versus Rotherham. Forest there, Chris Hughton got his maiden victory at the weekend. Rotherham keep losing in the last minute, don't they? Crazy. Norwich, Birmingham obviously is the game that we'll be covering here on Sky. Coventry, Swansea. Swansea came a cropper to Huddersfield at the weekend, didn't they? Coventry lost at Brentford, if I'm remembering that. Millwall, Luton. That's always feisty when fans are allowed in. I was at the return fixture of that last season, so I can speak firsthand on that. Huddersfield versus Derby. Koku's in trouble unless some wins start happening there for Derby. Bristol City versus Borough. Bristol City pushing on up at the top of the table. And Reading versus Wycombe Wanderers tonight. Iain says, come on, Ben, we've drawn two of them. I know, but it's just the points dropped for Rotherham that's getting me. QPR Ferrer says, a lot of games. Squad used to be important. No more injuries, please. Absolutely. Evening to Sloth in the chat. I don't think Stoke are playing tonight, so he can have a night off. Speaking of having a night off, I'm having a night off tomorrow night, so you won't see me tomorrow night. Sky TV have got the Norwich formation up as Teemu Pukki playing off Jordan Hugill. If you remember at the start of that first season when Pukki was there for Norwich, he did start off as a sort of wide guy and then a number 10. I remember seeing him playing both positions. So, we'll see how that pans out. The Sky have also got a very optimistic-looking 3-4-3 set up for Birmingham when we expect it might likely more be a 5-4-1. But let's see the state of the game and how we go. You deserve a rest, Ben. Oh, I'd crack on forever, but, balance and all that. There we go. Here come the team, says Russ. And here they do. Max Aaron's most open crosses and dribbles for Norwich of this season. Indeedio. There's John Lecco. This is his first start for Birmingham City, signed from West Brom on loan at Charlton last season. Sloth says, I've come to analyse Stoke's automatic promotion rivals. Love it. Optimism, always good. Charlie asked about the European Super League. I did a stream on that earlier, Charlie, so you can check that out. I'm slightly concerned about it, let's just say. Right. I think we are all good to go in this one. Keep your comments going. Ben, that mug. Yeah, I know it's a beautiful pink Disney mug, isn't it? But it's just massive, and I can put like 3 shots of coffee in from the machine downstairs. So, right, here we go. It is Aitor Karanka versus Daniel Farker. And for about the 50th game running, the player taking the centre forgets to take the knee and kicks the ball back Timu Pukki catches his eye and just laughs. It's all got very odd, this taking of the knee now, hasn't it? Where half the players forget that it's even happening. But there you go. Clayton plays the centre, and it's hoisted forward immediately there by Roberts or Dean. I wasn't paying attention. And flies straight out of play for a Norwich restart here. Charlie is involved in Dynamo Kiev v Juventus. Is that Champions League tonight as well? It's what we're up against. Norwich immediately playing out from the back. No heavy press, but Hogan moving in on those Norwich defenders. Pukki gets the run early on the defenders. Here's Cantwell. Lovely reverse ball by Cantwell to Quintea in a good crossing position already, and headed out there by Dean. Decent start for Norwich. Here's Aaron's. Inside from Skip to Rupp. And back to Gibson. Gibson and Hanley will comfortably be the worst passers in this Norwich team, in a team full of good passers. Birmingham have their team shape nice and sorted, and they force Norwich back. QPR Forever says, we've got cardboard fans, even one of Richard Keogh. Of course there's one of Richard Keogh. There should be one of Richard Keogh in every stadium, hey? In behind the long direct ball there, Etheridge had to come out and sweep there from that one. Rupp into Buendia on the wonder already into central midfield. I think we can already see what the game state is going to be. Here comes Gibson. A little one inside to Hugill, who at the moment is less advanced than Timu Pukki. But expect a fair amount of rotation in this one. Lecco, nice ball down the line by him. Into the middle there, and Hogan was well positioned, but the cross just came in behind him. Cantwell's won it in midfield there. Buendia knocks it off to Skip, and Norwich in their nice patterns that we're used to here. Rupp and Cantwell. Half time, Ipswich losing to Doncaster. Trying your coverage instead of the BBC, says the EV Puzzle. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. Lewis says Derby are playing a 3-5-2. Lawrence and Josviak up front. Still no strikers there. Norwich have broken the lines here. Buendia, Hugill. Hugill looked like he got fouled. Aarons is going to continue. Nothing given by the referee. Buendia, Rupp. His shot's blocked, but it's out to Quintea in a really good crossing position now. In it goes and headed clear there by Roberts. Norwich well on top here. Rupp, Skip, Buendia, Cantwell. Cantwell out wide. Aarons, lovely cross to the back post. And Max Collin, very, very tight on the cover. Good start by Norwich in this one. And the game state we predicted has inevitably come true in the first 3 minutes here. Corner for Norwich. I would say it would be apt for me at the moment, feeling rather Eeyore-ish. Yeah, indeed. Wonder if anyone's going to pull a hamstring when taking the knee. It's going to happen, doesn't it? Hey, and David says, don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, if you're in the stream at the moment, give us the thumbs up. Norwich have an attacking corner here. In it goes. Birmingham man-to-man, and Roberts was spare. Heads that one out. Quintea has it again. That cross takes the deflection, and Etheridge, interestingly there, didn't delay the restart there. He was quite quick to get it out to Lecco. I was expecting him to sit on the ball for a minute there. Excellent play by Lecco. Shrugs off two Norwich players. Inside, outside USA. Well played, Lecco. And then, as has been befitting of his career so far, he then passes the ball straight out of play. All sizzle and no steak for much of his career, Lecco, but definitely a player in there, let's just say. Any score updates, do let me know as the night goes on. Aarons. Aarons goes home into Hanley and Gibson. Gibson strides forward. Rupp, Gibson. And out to Quintea, who gets a lot of the ball for Norwich, Quintia, doesn't he? Rupp inside to Pookie and back out to Quintia. Norwich moving the ball nicely, as you would expect. Skip. And the attack breaks down. Clayton half gets rid of it, but it's straight out to Aaron's. And Lecco has it, and he goes all of the way home to Etheridge. Colin. Big long one forward for Roberts, and Hogan gives chase. Oh, that's really poor from Gibson. Miscontrols it, and then it goes out of play. Colin deliberately throwing the ball in when he knows that there's already another one on the pitch there. Looks like Birmingham are going to try and really hit the channels very, very quickly rather than slowing down the restarts, which I guess is more what Derby did under Koku in their game here. Out wide is Pedersen. Sunjic. Birmingham's first bit of possession here. Clayton. Norwich back behind the ball. Big switch of play there. Nice ball by Roberts. Friend wins the header. Nice job. Pedersen. And Birmingham have an attacking corner. And this is going to be a chance where it's probably Birmingham's best chance of actually creating a big high percentage chances from a corner. So let's see what Blues can do from this one. Dean has gone forward. Friend has come forward. I'm assuming they'll have something planned for this. Most goals from corners last season. 15 Birmingham, 15 Millwall. The corner's going to come in left-footed. Hogan trots over to the near post. Corner into the back post. Dean is there. Roberts chests it down. Friend tries a flying right foot volley, but completely misses his kick. Cantwell runs it out and gets fouled in the process. First chance, Graben wide, says Iain. That's a Rotherham Forest reference there. Oh, Krull, not a good ball out there from the back. He played Gibson right into trouble there, but Gibson managed to get there first. Get it away. Robert says, scared stiff if Blues don't score first. I fear for them. Great rant earlier. Love it. Here's Colin coming forward. Slips that one on to Lecco into the box. He's got some men forward here. Lecco trying to turn. I think it was Hanley, and he fouls him in the end. Hanley does well. And Norwich have the free kick. Yes, Lecco is starting, Jack, down the left wing. Although he just appeared on the right wing. Quintia. Gibson. Skip. Plenty forward of him, as you'd imagine. Plenty of Birmingham shirts behind the ball. Cantwell central, receives from Buendia. Cantwell tries a bit of a Hollywood pass there and gives it away. That's poor from Colin, though, who played Sunjic into awful trouble there. Cantwell's robbed him, and now he's away down the left. Decent-looking cross by Cantwell, but is Hugo recycled that? That stays in. Really poor defending from Birmingham there. On two occasions, Birmingham sort of in possession and allowed themselves to get robbed twice there. First of all, given away by Friend, then Cantwell gets away, and then on the back post, so that is Friend on the back post. It was given away in midfield at the start of the attack, and then Friend tries to shepherd it out and fails miserably against Hugo. Yeah, who good call actually, who manages to keep it in. Leonard just wide for Millwall in the game there against Luton. Thanks, Gaza. Leonard scoring a great goal for Millwall at the weekend. Hey, Ben, thought we'd dip into the Championship again after Leeds losing yesterday. Calling out the scores during this live. Yes, we are. Help us out, Russ. Help us out with that one. Any updates you can give me, let me know. Here is Krull as Norwich reset. 9 minutes gone. Norwich edging this one, but not much in it in the opening going. Brilliant feat by Buendia there, and he plays it out wide to Quintia, who keeps it in. Oh, lovely football. Rupp has it, tries to play it back to Quintia, finds the pass inside to Campwell. Campwell to Buendia. Buendia, superb. Outside of the foot to Quintia, into the box. Oh, that's unlucky. Hugill was arriving. Friend, that looks like a battle that Hugill might be able to win as Buendia hits the shot there. But some really nice little flashes from Buendia, who's proven himself in previous times to be a little bit too good for this league. And he did there as well. Krull to Gibson. Alex echoes what Gaza said. Leonard just wide in the Millwall-Luton game as the ball is back with Tim Krull, the Norwich goalkeeper, in this one. Quintia inside to Cantwell, who started well. Alex says Murray Wallace assaulted in box, no pen. Should do the club Twitter with verbiage like that. Skip has got in loads of space here, made a run into the channel. He crosses it in. It's a really difficult header for Buendia, and he sticks it well in the stand. But strangely for so many defensive players there, Skip made a simple run off, and it was a ball into the channel that really stretched Birmingham there, and Buendia couldn't control the header. 0-0, 11 and a half minutes up in this one. Was Millwall Rowett's dream job? Possibly. Does seem a pretty good match, doesn't it? Pretty good. Pretty good. Right, have we got any goals yet? I don't think any have come through. Where is me app? On here. Birmingham throw. 0-0 in all of the games so far. Bristol City Borough, Coventry Swansea, Huddersfield Derby, Millwall Luton, Norwich Birmingham, Forest Rotherham, Reading Wickham yet to kick off on this Championship Tuesday. It's going to be a Birmingham free kick that looks like it's going to go long into the box. They looked for Harley Dean last time. In it goes. That's poor. That's easy for Krull, the Norwich goalkeeper. Inside again to Krull, who plays it on to Hanley. Hogan buzzing around. Slides in on Skip, but does not win the tackle. Buendia's come deep and central, I guess, to add a bit of extra help, being they're essentially without a number 10 in this system, with Pookie and Hugill both seeming to want to run in behind. Interesting one there. Pookie standing in an offside position and just waiting for the ball to be headed back past him. Colin. Sanchez inside him. Lecco is there as well. Cantwell wins that one. Plays it to Skip. Nice one round the corner there by Buendia. Hanley. Ayew got decapitated by the ball. I hope he's okay. That will be replayed a few times. I look forward to the GIF. Romeo v Luar is a good battle over in the Millwall game. Ball in the Miller's net, but only 4 players offside. Nice. Russ says he wished Leeds to sign Cantwell with all the midfield injuries they have now. And QPR Forever says surely Wickham will get a point at some point, probably against us. Well, Wickham have just kicked off. Are we 15 up? Or they're just about to kick off over at Reading tonight. Aaron's out and he wins a throw-in. And here's Skip. Cantwell is fouled by Lecco. Cantwell certainly looks interested. The Norwich hierarchy was worried about where his head was at, but seems to be pretty engaged in this game. Norwich take the free kick into Gibson. Skip. Lovely one round the corner again from Aarons to Buendia. Good tackle by Clayton. Pedersen. And then Clayton gives it him back. Hogan comes short and Clayton plays the channel. But as I just said, Hogan had come short. So there was literally nobody up there. And they've turned it over again. I suppose Birmingham will be reasonably happy given what they've set up to do here. In that there's no big chances conceded. Here comes, Hogan nearly got on the end of that one, nearly able to run in behind. Skip now. Here come Norwich. Buendia, switch of play to Quintia. Rupp. Skip. Tried to play through the lines. It's cut out by Clayton and Buendia. We have a cynical little clip of the ankles and down goes Clayton. 0-0. 16 gone. I shall update the banner. If you are joining us, please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for joining us. Let me know that you're here and get your comments in as we go. A big one into the channel there. Good control by Max Collin. High in the right wing position. Make space for the cross. Free on the back post is Pedersen to Sunjic. He plays it behind Sunjic. Good open in that. And it's Birmingham going from back to front really, really quickly. Just a big one into the channel. Collin does really well to control it. And he does well again. He stands up Quintia, crosses it to the back post. And Pedersen does the first bit really well, but it's a poor pass to Sunjic. Didn't give him much choice. Ooh, Norwich nearly getting caught again, playing out from the back there. They did against Rotherham this past weekend, didn't they? Lewis says, poor from Derby, camped in our own half, looking for the quick release to Josviak. Not good. Campwell and Lecco sweeps that up, but it's given straight back to Skip. Campwell. You get a feeling if they give Norwich, Birmingham, enough opportunities to play these quick passes around the box, then one time they probably will get through. Here is Gibson and Quintia. Rupp and Gibson. Birmingham, loads of men behind the ball. Skip. And Campwell recycles it. Free header by Gyökeres. Jamen says 1-0 to Coventry. Coventry leading. We will have a look at that one in just a jiffy. Here is Campwell. Quintia, Buendia. Skip and Campwell. Birmingham folded back with that 5 at the back. Buendia trying to force his way through. Cross goes in and headed clear. Jam N says the Coventry goal there. Breakthrough on the counter. Pulled back to the edge of the box and a shot in off the far post for Coventry. We will give you confirmation on the split screen that it was Jordan Shipley with the goal for Coventry in that one. Coventry leading 1-0. Here is Skip. Fed through to Cantwell and wide to Quintia. Quintia to Pookie, who slices the shot. It's gone wide to Aarons, who tried to square it across. George Friend got a good block in there. Birmingham doing a lot of deep defending in this one. Iain says Forest starting to look dangerous, definitely on top. 0-0 over at Rotherham. Here is Hanley. Gibson. Cantwell. Well, Birmingham are looking pretty solid in this one so far. Quintia. Cantwell spins. And they're going to have a bit of an overload here, Norwich, down their right-hand side. Skip plays it inside to Buendia. Rupp with a decent shot there for Norwich. And Etheridge diving to his right pushes the ball away. Decent save by Etheridge. I think he was a bit concerned, the ball moving in the air there, and he didn't want to take any chances trying to catch it. Quintia puts the corner in. Oh, goes loose in the 6-yard box and booted clear. Norwich are going to recycle it. Buendia with a shot from absolutely miles out. And it flies wide. First half possession, Norwich 78%, Birmingham 22%. We said this would be what the game state is, and it is proving to be thus. Lewis says, what are the odds on Ben Hamer to have a worldie against us? High. The law of the sod. Lawrence gets clattered in the box. No penalty. It's all going on. It's going to be a throw-in for Norwich. We're about a quarter of the way in now. 23 gone. Gibson to Hanley. Wide to Quintia. Crosses into Hugill, who half volleys that with the left foot. And it just drifts wide. Very one-way traffic, this game turning into. Gaza says Smith hits the bar with a header for Millwall. James. I'm a Norwich fan. I think it'll be 1-1. Russ says better performance today so far. Yeah, very similar to what I saw Norwich do against Derby. So I guess they just need to put the finishing touches on that and all will be well from a Norwich point of view. But here is Lecco. I have to say Birmingham do look a bit more dangerous than Derby did, though. Cantwell. Plays it into the channel for Hugill. And Friend runs into the advertising board to get it clear there for Birmingham. Josviak just wide. All Derby now in the game between Huddersfield and Derby, says Lewis. Although Lewis hasn't mentioned Huddersfield yet. I'm only jesting with you, Lewis. Here's Quintia. And Gibson goes back to Krull. 25 gone in this one. Very much 0-0. Seems like we've said that before this past few days. I suspect Norwich will probably make 600 to 700 passes in this game. Buendia there gives the ball away, trying to play Pookie in, but Pedersen just hits it out for a throw-in. This is looking quite unsustainable for Birmingham in this game at the moment. They're just defending 99% of this game. Oh, quick corner from Norwich. Cantwell crosses it in. And are they going to get another go at that because the ball was rolling by the look of it? Or the linesman wasn't ready? Something's up. I don't know what. But Norwich are going to get another go to take this corner. Hanley, Gibson and Hugill, they're taller players, all gathering together. Quintia is going to take the corner with the left foot. Here's Buendia. Aarons. Cantwell. Rupp. Aarons. Rupp. Cantwell. Pookie. Rupp. Oh, good effort that. Into the crowd there. I think it hit Roberts on the way through there and is blocked. And just incessant Norwich pressure here. Gibson has it and they're going to relaunch again. Jamman says, Swansea heads are going, looking shaky. Not good. Simon says, let's have another Derby defeat. Leston says, Xavi Quintia is the best loan signing Mitchell Dykes. I think I remember who Mitchell Dykes was. Commentary are all over Swansea, says Funky Monkey. So we've heard, actually. Yeah, strange couple of performances from Swansea. Evening to Sai. And evening to Gizang Gizang. Birmingham haven't scored a goal from open play all season. Is that true? Goodness me. I did do a Birmingham game earlier in the season. And yeah, I suppose the goal was from a corner, wasn't it? Jeremy Bella scored from a corner, didn't he? And their goal against Rotherham was a penalty. So I'm sure Gizang Gizang is correct. And Birmingham have a free kick, which means they will not be defending for at least 30 seconds. And it looks like they're going to try and get it forward. It's all the way back on halfway. Huddersfield trying to kick Josviak off the pitch. Stearman wipes him out, says Lewis. How are Huddersfield playing? Oh, they tried to kick Josviak off the pitch. Norwich trying to hold a high line here. Pedersen is forward. Can they catch them offside? Roberts up and wins the header. And that is going out for a Birmingham throw. I should be in good nick here, Ollie. I'm on minute 29 and 20 seconds. If you're watching on the internet, you may be behind me. Pedersen for Birmingham. He gets it taken off him by Buendia and then slides through. Lucky not to foul the Argentine there. Cantwell, good feet. Good tackle that by Max Collin on Cantwell, sliding in. Here comes Lecco inside off the left. Little dribble each way, and they've kept the ball. Sunjic. Dean. Here is Etheridge. Big goal kick forward. Pedersen couldn't win it, and Norwich have the ball back. Let's just bring up the split screen and we can see what else is going on. Not a lot, only one goal thus far. That goal for Shipley against, for Coventry against Swansea. And right on cue there, Jamen is watching the Swansea game for us. With AU playing in Gibbs White's place, we end up playing a 5-2-3 instead of 5-2-1-2. Yeah, and Coventry is not the team to get overrun against. Andrew says Norwich need to bring in Vrancic to unlock the defence. Well, Cantwell and Buendia there, but yes, he might help. Lecco on to Friend, and low cross there, good crossing position, and Krill gathers it, and Norwich may be able to counter on Birmingham. Robert says, as an Ipswich fan, must be difficult to be impartial in this one. Need a goal to Blues to spark the game. Hey, I don't have an issue being balanced. It tends to be other people who have an issue, but or with me, whatever, who care which game I cover. But hey, that's up to them, isn't it? It's their issue, not mine. Simon says, Forest making hard work of Rotherham. We've got Iain watching that one as well, so it'll be interesting to see if those opinions agree. Quintia has it for Norwich. Rupp. Pookie. Nice ball. Quintia's in behind. Good opening here for Norwich. Blocked out on the near post, but Cantwell recycles it. Buendia, edge of the box. Lovely little scoop through here. Looked like Cantwell barged the Birmingham player in the back there. Yeah, and a foul. A foul against Cantwell. I don't know why he's complaining really there. Fairly obvious one. Ollie says, first time Norwich have played like we did in 18-19. Love to see it. I'm sure you do if they do anything like they did in 18-19. Obviously, Norwich winning the championship in that particular season. They just put up Norwich's average positions here, and you can see Pookie and Hugill are very close together on the Sky graphic there, trying to take up a lot of the same positions by the look of it, which could be a good thing if they're supposed to be playing, if one's supposed to be playing off the other. But in terms of options for midfielders to pass to, maybe not the best. Iain says Forest doing most of the attacking, but we, as in Rotherham, are defending well. Here is Gibson to Rupp, to Cantwell, to Rupp. Is Hanley. Here is Pedersen. Here's Gibson. Skip out to Aarons. Here's Lecco. Oof. Sold Etheridge a little bit short there for the goal kick. But Sanchez has got it away now. And Max Collins coming forward for Birmingham. Inside back to Sanchez. Nice one slid into Hogan, but well marshalled there by Hanley for Norwich. Oh, for God's sake, Ipswich are 3-1 down. Never mind. Still time. 30 minutes to go in that one. Huddersfield, really cynical every time Lawrence or Josviak turns they make a foul. I've got to challenge you now. You've got to say something positive about Huddersfield in one of your updates. Here is Aaron's coming down the right-hand side. And here is Rupp. Jam N says Swansea missing Rodden's passing ability. Cabango and Gueye decent but sloppy. Interesting. Swansea adjusting without playing Rodden in that team there. Andrew says, do we really look like the 18-19 team? Quite a different setup with Pookie as number 10. Or are we 4-4-2? Only just joined. We're obviously set up differently. Andrew, they just put up the average positions and, well, whatever they're supposed to be doing, Pookie and Hugill are taking up the same positions, let's just say. So it is, to all intents and purposes, a 4-2-2-2 or a 4-4-2, however you want to call it. But there's plenty of rotation within that. So I thought I just saw in my Twitter that Ipswich had scored. I had my fingers crossed. We will find out. Pookie, Cantwell. Oh, no. 4-1 Doncaster. Oh, man. Not good. The Blue Monday boys will be on the channel covering this 4-1 defeat for Ipswich if you want to check that out. But yes, I will look away now. First defeat of the season, though. Hey-ho. Rupp. Aarons. Quintia. Here is Rupp coming forward again. Wave on wave of Norwich attacking here. Aarons to Cantwell. On to Quintia. He tries a long ranger. Deflected there. Oh, dear. Cantwell with a very ostentatious fall to the ground. And now he's staying down. Norwich have played on. Pookie's in. Oh, and Cantwell then jumps up from being injured to take a shot. That is going to be a heavily gift moment there. Cantwell doesn't help himself sometimes, does he? So he goes down as if he's just been poleaxed by a 10-ton truck, lays down on the floor. Norwich get into the box. It's actually a big chance. And he then jumps up to take the shot. I'm sure that will be on the Football Eshousery account before long. So, Hello, Make Me Blue. Nice to see you. Wisdom into the box for Derby, says Lewis, forcing a good save there. Oliver says, watching Huddersfield from a cabin within Bolton Abbey. The Huddersfield game isn't the most entertaining. Yeah, this one's a bit staid, to be honest. Birmingham very much sitting back, let's just say. Ollie says, Gibson has fit into the team. Going to be the lesser spotted left-footed centre half, which every team seems to want. To be fair, Donny are a decent League One. Oh, God, don't I know it. Up the bees, says Chris. Not playing tonight, are they? I think Brentford must go tomorrow night. Into the channel there. Oh, Etheridge on safari. Rupp's got it. Etheridge has found his way back into goal. And they couldn't quite find a yellow shirt, Norwich, there. And, that's awful from Lecco. Cantwell's in. He's surely going to score. No, he's missed it. Etheridge saved. Lecco 2 or 3 times has made some really poor decisions with his passing. It's almost like he wins the ball and then he switches off. Cantwell was completely clear now. Second big chance for Cantwell, and he's missed both. Suarez style, but Suarez scored. I don't recall that in amongst all his goals, probably against Norwich Rush. Hugo, good player, a bit awkward, but does score. Yeah, certainly at League One level. Ollie says, Birmingham is so boring. Have everyone behind the ball should know that Norwich aren't good being pressed. Yes. Etheridge clears his lines. Here's Rupp. Skip slides it through. Cantwell plays it on. Pookie into the box now. Pookie crosses. Oh, it went loose and Cantwell was arriving. Couldn't quite convert there. Norwich very much on top and actually getting in behind quite frequently now. Here comes Pedersen and now Friend. Rare, very rare attack for Birmingham. Here's Lecco. Nice turn on Hanley there. And Hanley slides in and Lecco wins the corner. Yes, Sheffield Wednesday and Brentford tomorrow. This is painful, Ben, says Robert. Yes, your team is doing a lot of defending. 1-1. Andre Ayew has scored on the counter. Sluga, good save from Mahoney. We hear that twice as they replay Todd Cantwell's huge chance there. Really got to score that one. Probably trying to go through the keeper's legs there. Etheridge does well. Really poor from Lecco in the first instance. Birmingham corner here. And it is headed clear. Volleyed back in. Clayton knocks that one off. And they're going to go all the way home, Birmingham. Etheridge will no doubt play long and into the corner. And it's back with Clayton. Good press from Hugill. Sunjic. Lecco. Good football. Here comes Lecco. He's got options both sides here, actually. Finds Sanchez. Sanchez. Onto the... Oh, good effort by Sanchez. Onto the left foot. Did not miss by much there. Coming in off the right-hand side. He's walking away like that's gone for a corner. Sanchez, yeah, just clips the roof of the net there. Unlucky. I don't know whether that took a deflection on the way through. Sky haven't gone to a wide shot. And there we go. It did take a deflection. It's gone for a corner. It's going to be whipped out, left-footed. In goes the cross. Headed up in the air. Dean wins the second ball. And Sunjic, he tries to header it across. And Birmingham will recycle. Bit of possession here for Blues. Here comes Sanchez. And a long range shot by Friend. Nothing doing there. Ethan says, how are we not losing this game? Yes, maybe. Jamen says, Grimes' hopeful ball. Bidwell slides back to Ayew, who rifles it in the far corner. Lewis has Derby on top in their game against Huddersfield. JR is off. Leeds is off. Everyone's leaving me. Bolton Abbey is lovely. I also like how it's nowhere near Bolton. It's a bit like Leeds Castle in Kent, isn't it? That's nowhere near Leeds. Make Me Blue says, what do you think of our chances against Preston tomorrow? Yeah, Amos is going to have an operation, isn't he? That's bad news. Good luck to him. Hi to Rose, who just woke up. As Cantwell draws a foul, referee says play on. You can tell we can't do much without Jutkovic. And Jutkovic would help in a game like this. Cantwell trying a very tricky pass to Max Aarons. and he just overcooks that one. Into stoppage time in most of the games now. We will be in 5 seconds here. Gaza says near equal possession, 11 shots to 5 in Millwall's favour. Thank you for all of your updates. Karanka pacing around. Daniel Farker kind of sat in his seat. The Norwich manager kind of realises that, well, he knows what's happening. It's just can they play through Birmingham? And the ball goes dead again. We are into 1 minute of stoppage time here. 0-0. Certainly the big chances, well, both fall into Todd Cantwell here. Lecco has it. Colin. Here is Sanchez. Big switch of play. And that is half time in this one. And it's gone exactly the way we thought it would. It's 0-0. We'll have a look at the numbers in just a second. Get your thoughts in if you're watching this one with me. Get your thoughts in on whichever game you are watching. 7 championship games in action tonight. Let's have a look at the numbers from this one in just a minute. We will just throw up the split screen there. And you will see it is Millwall 0, Luton 0 over at the Den, Forest 0, Rotherham 0, Coventry 1, Swansea 1, Shipley and Ayew, if memory is working. Bristol City 0, Borough 0, Huddersfield 0, Derby 0, Norwich 0, Birmingham 0, and Reading 0, Wickham 0, but they've only been playing since 8 p.m. in that one. Let's have a look at the numbers in the game that we are watching here, which has a very predictable game pattern, let's just say, and a huge amount of possession for Norwich. Look at that. 75% to 25. Absolutely huge possession there. 13 shots to 4. 2 on target to 0. 6 off target. 5 blocked. So you can see the Birmingham game plan here, can't you? 3 corners apiece, though. So, you know, Birmingham will have threat from set plays with Dean particularly, and Roberts, and Pedersen's useful in the air as well. I said Norwich will make 600 to 700 passes. They're actually on course for over 800. The huge chance fell to Todd Cantwell, where Lecco just, and he's done this a couple of times, where he's done the first bit right and then made a huge mistake and he got robbed, and Cantwell 1v1 in a really good area should have scored. Cantwell probably should have scored a minute or two before then, when he went down injured, and then as the phase continued without him, sprung to his feet and hit the shot wide. I'm sure that would have been delightfully received had there be fans in the stadium. But look, Norwich are way on top in terms of most of the metrics you would expect. They've created the big chance, so that's good for them, but they haven't taken it. So ultimately, if if you judge these things in absolute terms, which a lot of people do, Birmingham's game plan is working because they're not losing. How sustainable it is in the second half, we will see. Let's have a look. Yeah, Ivan, sorry if I'm butchering your name there. 7 draws out of 7, yes. And only goals in 1 game so far. Bolton Abbey does have a priory, apparently. There we go. Simon says 0-0 Forest. Half-time. I remember having a conversation at the start of the season thinking, could we get a quite pragmatic season with Karanka back and Warnock and Rowett, and now look what Koku's doing and Vladimir Ivic, and tonight it feels that way, although we have had loads of goals before. Funky says, Matt Grimes is so frustrating. He always manages to give the ball away at least once every match. Once is all right, hey? Come and watch some League One football. Once every 10 minutes is accepted there. Russ says, better, but the finishing has been poor. Not sure what Cantwell really offers than a huge work rate. A couple of nice moments, Russ, where he moves the ball quickly. He's quite an imaginative player, Cantwell, isn't it? I think it comes with his confidence. He thinks he can pull these things off. When Bielsa likes a player, there's usually a moment of quality in him. You could be right, you could be wrong with that. Time will tell on that one, Russ, but I'll bow to your superior knowledge on Cantwell there. I think he looks all right tonight, doesn't he? But obviously should have scored that huge chance, shouldn't he? Jason says Bristol City has the strangest camera position ever. Yes, that very tall Lansdowne side. Yeah, 100% passing accuracy, hey? Thrilling night, isn't it just? Swans could do with another body in midfield. Oh, God. Ian's got a snooze fest going on his end as well. 0-0, but we haven't got into injury time yet. Oh, yes, have we got a goal? Finally. We've got a goal from Millwall. Who scored? Oh, please don't tell me Ipswich have conceded another goal. Who scored for Millwall? Let's bring this one up. They're just showing the chances here. I'm not very impressed with Cantwell going down injured and then hopping up. That's very much not in the spirit of the game. If you're hurt enough to be injured, you shouldn't be hopping up and then trying to score a goal. And he puts that one just wide of the post there. Big chance, that one as well. Even bigger chance there. Horrendous play by Lecco there. Do you know what? Cantwell could even square that to Hugill, but of course, any pro footballer would back themselves 1v1 with a clear run from that distance. Disappointing finish there from Cantwell. Let's just bring... It's a Martin Craney own goal at Millwall, says SofaScore. Alex says it's Smith. Gazza says it's Smith header from a corner. Now we're saying it might have deflected in off Cooper. So, yeah, we'll see who actually scored that goal. They gave it as an Oggy, says Gazza. That's what SofaScore is saying. So Millwall have the lead. That may well put them into the playoff positions. Mightn't it? I think there's some baking going on downstairs, so no half-baked prediction, I don't think. Robert says, in Cornwall, the old connection down in Cornwall. Not sure if I missed anything. It's 0-0, but just wave after wave of Norwich attacking them. It's like a training game, isn't it? Birmingham defending. Let's see if we can get a live table up. They're just having a look at the Sanchez chance here for Birmingham. How much did this miss by? Not by much. And the deflection probably would have taken it away from Tim Krill, who's obviously a very capable goalkeeper. There is the current league table. You can see both Bristol City and Reading drawing at the moment. So is Swansea. Well, so is everybody, frankly, apart from Millwall, who are going to move up as it stands into 5th spot. But we're going to be losing 2 points per game, people, if Swansea don't manage it. Watford play tomorrow night, and so do Stoke as well. All much of a muchness at the top of the table at the moment, isn't it? No one really streaking out yet, although I suppose Bristol City and Reading have started really well. But what I mean, sorry, I don't mean much of a muchness. Bristol City and Reading have started really well. I take that back. But it's hard for me to figure out the shape of things just yet. Yes, miraculous recovery indeed. Fortnight J says that Birmingham will win. You're going to need a bit more than 25% possession, but hey, score from a set play, can't you? Chris says, dominated that half and deserved the late goal. Millwall with the lead in that one. I think that's Bidwell's fourth. Did he get the assist again? God, he would be the fantasy league guru, wouldn't he? Bidwell in defence here for Birmingham, Swansea, excuse me, ex-QPR player there. Already killing it on the progressive passing and whatnot there. Sky are on their break just before we're going back to the second half. Hopefully, we can have a bit more of a spectacle in the second half. Maybe a goal would help this game because you feel the longer it stays 0-0, the more entrenched and empowered Birmingham are going to get with their defensive setup, aren't they? Get your comments in, get your questions in. I'll do a quick plug for Fan First, which you can see up there. Fan First is a user-generated fan rating site. You can go and rate players, managers, referees, even the VAR in the Premier League. Really good resource. Gives us an idea of what the eye test from the fans sort of think about certain games. I had a go last night. They're not my ratings, by the way. That's the average ratings. But I had a go after the watch along of Leeds v Wolves. And those were the ratings that came up. You get your fan average. And then there's ongoing stuff like teams of the week. So if you're playing a team you don't know a lot about, you can go and check and see who's been rated as the best player and most consistent player, etc., etc. Nice alternative to the normal stats that the likes of me use from SofaScore and Who Scored and sites of that ilk. www.fanfirst.co.uk. Go ahead and sign up. Matt, who runs it, good guy. He wants Championship fans on there as well because obviously things tend to skew Premier League. Let's have a look at your comments. Lovely. Oliver, very happy with how Huddersfield are going. Would be happy to just have a boring mid-table season. Yeah, I can understand that, actually. I would take that too, I think, if I was a Huddersfield fan, and let Corberon get his feet under the table. I can't believe that a person who has a look at... I can't help who silly people think I look like, hey? Jam N nearly had an assist for Goykeries as well. Nice. Bidwell, XB as well. Is he? Forgot about that. Watch the goal back. Smith's header on target, brushes Craney on the way in. We'll see what the goals panel have to say about that. Gaza, I'm sure Gaza and the Millwall fans don't care. 1-0 to the Lions. Amazing lack of goals in the Champions. It is tonight, isn't it? We've had a few comments to that end. Sad news. This is Calvin Phillips, isn't it? Yeah, it's hurt his shoulder. He's going to be out a while. And as well, someone mentioned Luke Amos as well. Nasty injury for him. Thunderbolt Lorimer says, early predictions. I think Bournemouth and Watford top two still have Premier League squads. Let's see. Let's see. Indeedio. Derby look like they're missing a goal scorer. Has this been a problem for a while? Yes, in short. And they've just let Marriott go out on loan to Sheffield Wednesday. Brought in Colin Kazim Richards. Yeah, they look short-handed up front. Do Derby County. We are back from Sky's break. Players should be out in just a jiffy, and we can crack on with the second half, which will hopefully be a little more competitive, let's just say, and entertaining. Dare I look and see what's happening with Ipswich? They were 4-1 down. Let's see if we can get it up on the split screen. Not that I want to know. Yeah, 87 gone. Ipswich down 4-1. And they had taken the lead in this one. What do the numbers say? Yeah, not good. So it looks like Ipswich first defeat of the season on the way, unless they can score 3 goals in stoppage time. Unlikely, but yeah, disappointing night for my team, Ipswich. On to the next one. Hey, move along. And back to the Championship we go. Nathan says, Derby been missing Johnny Russell. Been loving for him for a while now for Sporting KC in the MLS. I thought, yeah, Johnny Russell was a good player. I remember him playing against Ipswich a few times for Derby and thinking he was a decent sort of wide forward player there. Here we come out for the second half. Long conversation going on between Alex Tetty and Todd Cantwell. It's 0-0 in our game we are covering tonight. Second halves beginning all over the place, hopefully. Yeah, first loss of the season, Russ, but we have an issue when we don't literally take the lead in a game. We're not very good. And we took the lead in this one tonight. Never mind. Love Johnny Russell. Yeah, he was a good player, wasn't he? The fourth goal for Doncaster looked bad. Oh, don't. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That sounds awful. Deary me. Millwall on top. Luton can't handle Smith's threat in the air. Interesting. Golan hit the woodwork. Mahoney looks lively. Looking good for Millwall, who are going to go into the top 6 as it stands. Unless we get a second half like all the first halves where there were just basically no goals anywhere. Off we go again here. Norwich going to attempt to get over 80% possession in this one. But they need to stick the ball in the net if they want to win this one. Buendia coming deep behind that stacked low block of Birmingham's. Rupp. Campbell. Rupp. Buendia. Campbell. Aarons. 10 behind the ball again for Birmingham. Campbell. Rupp. Who can break the lines here? Rupp can. He's found Buendia, who's played it through. Hugill. Tricky shot, and he blasts it over. That was encouraging from a Norwich point of view there. Rupp found the pass through the lines, and then, of course, Buendia is very good in those positions, isn't he? So, Hugill, though, not accurate at all on the shot there. He went for power, and he blasted it over the crossbar. Oliver said, we'd love to have Ipswich back. Being quite young to me, they were always had a rough ride. Yeah, it's not been a good few years, has it? Let's just say. Throw in to Birmingham. Here is Etheridge. He's going to take the goal kick long for, I was going to say Cardiff then. I'm so used to Etheridge playing there for Birmingham. 47 gone. Every second counts for Birmingham, I think, at the moment. Friend is going to stick his foot through that. No, he's not. He fools me and everybody else. Lovely little ball inside to Clayton. Pedersen. Look at this. Friend's got forward from centre half here. Tries to play it inside. I suppose he was a fullback, wasn't he? And Norwich have worked that quite well. Can they capitalise on Friend being temporarily out of position? Doesn't look like it. Played it around the back and it's gone all the way home to Tim Krul. Gibson. Quintea. Nice little dink pass and back to Krul. Good football. Krul to Hanley. Second half starting all over the place now as my phone lights up with lots of club admins giving notifications. Krul. Nice little turn by Buendia, who's come again very, very deep. Oh, lovely ball by Buendia through the lines. Hugill onto Pookie, who hits the shot low. He got the angle right, didn't quite get enough power on it there, but brilliant by Buendia again. Good play by Hugill as well. Friend does well to drive Pookie wide. We've seen him score plenty of times in his Norwich career from those angles. Very good finisher. Not at the moment, though. Maybe a bit low on confidence. Here's Colin, who is clearly pulled back by Quintia. Fist bump from Colin to Sanchez. As we see Jeremy Bella warming up, would be an attacking option for Birmingham. Millwall into the second half. We've got Gazza watching that for us. Brilliant. Campbell almost scores after a good cross defend. Good defending from Davis. That's in the Huddersfield Derby game. Thank you guys for your updates as ever. Roberts. It's going to go long. And well played by Buendia, who heads that back to Krull. 49-37 gone. 0-0. Birmingham hanging on in there, let's just say. But they have the ball now in the final third. Clayton has it. And Clayton slides in and fouls. Was it Rupp? Is he going to get a yellow card? Yeah, yellow card for Adam Clayton there. Bit of a clumsy old tackle. It went loose 50-50 with Quintia, and then, yeah, it just takes down Rupp. Not a good tackle. Here is Hanley. Skip. Buendia again tries to... He's really trying to quarterback this game now, Buendia. Just trying to find the space. He's playing very deep, in fact. Almost alongside... Looking at his starting position here. Almost alongside Skip and Rupp in the midfield there. Interesting. Almost looks like a 4-3-3, doesn't it? But I'm sure it's going to be very fluid. Rupp. Clayton gets robbed there. Rupp wins it back through to Pookie. Didn't quite run for him there. Nat is in the chat. Good evening, my friend. Russ says, what's my thoughts on Rupp? He's used the ball quite well tonight. I watched some Premier League games and watched him not be very good last season, if memory serves. But yeah, I think it looks okay tonight. Obviously, this is a bit of a strange game for a central midfielder when you get so much time on the ball. So yeah, what are yours, Russ? Huddersfield playing much better now, says Lewis. Here comes Skip. Did he get fouled by Pedersen? No, I think he overrun it there. Almost scored. Great tackle from Lee Buchanan. Lewis loves Lee Buchanan. Don't we all? Which match am I covering tomorrow? Nah, I'm having the night off tomorrow. I've done, I think, 5 days in a row now of streams. So night off tomorrow, I'm afraid. Sorry, you were looking out for Sheffield Wednesday, Brentford, I'm sure, weren't you? But there we go. Jeremy Bella is going to come on. Now, whether the shape or the system changes at all, I don't know. Whether it's a straight swap for Lecco and he just goes down the left-hand side, we will see. Lecco trying to obviously get up to match fitness after his signing. Let's see what the Birmingham plan is. Thrown to Birmingham. Clayton knocks it off to Roberts, who just hoists it up. Hogan goes up and challenges, but Skip wins it. Norwich throw in. Here is Skip again. And Rotherham have taken the lead. Dan Barlassa has scored. At Nottingham, says my phone. Yeah, Simon says that. And then he says 1-0 Rotherham. Can they hold on to it this time? Come on, Iain. Another yellow card there. Looks like Harley Dean, who went through the back of Buendia there. Just a bit late on the Argentine. Second yellow card for Birmingham now. Norwich free kick. And Jonathan Lecco is going off for Jeremy Bella. So you would assume that would be a straight swap. And he's just going to play down the left-hand side. Lecco, couple of reasonable flashes, but similar what we've seen before from him. Gave the ball away a couple of silly times and conceded that possession for the big chance for Todd Cantwell in the first half. And it sounds like, oh dear, Lewis, Huddersfield have taken the lead. Janino Bakuna. Hanley plays into the channel. Buendia chases it and ends up having to put it out for a throw. He holds his thumb up, but he probably wasn't happy with that pass. George Friend is going to lob the ball up the line from the throw-in. Buendia's picked it up. Sunjic just nicks it off Buendia. Clayton plays the percentages and knocks it down the line. And it looks like there's a foul on Hogan there from Gibson. Yes. Birmingham free kick. They've put most of these in the box, actually, from where out. Nathan says, I know it's a low back. Norwich need to pick up the intensity if they want to break down. Birmingham, Rupp is solid, but against such a deep block. Yeah, can't argue with that, Nathan. Can't argue with that, mate. Birmingham are going to load this free kick in. Oh, no, they've gone short, actually, just to fool us all. And wide it goes to Bella. Are the big guys still up? Bella skips inside of Buendia. And a terrible cross there. But I think it was Cantwell who cleared it, and it's gone loose to Clayton, who plays it in for Roberts, who wins the header across towards Hogan. If he directs that into Hogan's path, then a chance for a shot on goal, but it was behind Hogan. And here come Norwich. Skip. Pookie. Buendia. Ooh. Just blocked out there. Hugo was through if they could have finished off the manoeuvre. There, straight through the middle, in fact, there. To what Nathan said a minute ago in the chat, actually, just some quick snap passing would break through a low block defence, wouldn't it? If it's quick and snappy enough. You can go to the split screen and you will see the latest scores up there. Millwall 1, Luton 0. Forest 0, Rotherham 1. Coventry 1, Swansea 1. Bristol City 0, Borough 0. Huddersfield 1, Derby 0. Norwich 0, Birmingham 0. And Reading, they're still at half-time because they kicked off at 8. Reading 0, Wickham 0. As Gibson plays down the line to Quintia. As Norwich work their way towards 750, 800 passes in this game. Rupp, Hanley, Rupp. Hogan closes him down. Well played, Rupp. Gets that out to Quintia, who plays it inside to Buendia, and I don't believe what I've just seen. He passes it straight out of play. I assume he'll blame a divot for that one, but very rare. Lacking in technique from Buendia. Roberts has the Birmingham throw. They're just trying to push up and get out a little bit. 58 gone now. Oh, Coventry 2-1 up, but then Jam tells us immediately that it's been disallowed. So he'll probably be quite pleased about that, being a Swansea fan. Fantastic goal by us. We're flying. Derby will be throwing everything at it. Is it 2-0? Forest have an effort cleared off the line. Starting to wake up a bit, says Simon. Forest 1-0 down at home to Paul Warne and Rotherham. Just to clarify, it's not 2-0 to Huddersfield. I wondered whether they'd scored again. I was speculating. I was wrong. Buendia. Rupp feeds it through for Pookie, who's going to knock it back to Aaron's, is he? Pookie holds on to it. Skip. Aaron's. Skip's ahead of him. Aaron's crosses it in and Friend headers it away. Bella clears it. Rupp heads it back and Campwell gives the ball away. Yeah, thanks, Oliver. I did go and check. Don't worry. Ranjith asks, who will win between Norwich and Birmingham? Well, you would think in the end Norwich's pressure would pay off, but they need to create a big chance if they want to win this. And Birmingham sitting in stubbornly, as I say, often teams like this get more emboldened as the game goes later on and start to even play better. Superb refereeing, even if I didn't see why it's disallowed. Tremendous. Aaron's to Skip. Fed through towards Pookie. Good run there by the Finn. Harley Dean runs over with him and just prods it out. Norwich win an attacking corner down the left-hand side. Yeah, the Blue Monday team are going live on that one right now if you want to hear about Doncaster versus Ipswich. Not a good night for my boys, Ipswich. Oh, brilliant feat by Rupp there. And in the end, Birmingham are going to get it clear. Lovely little slalom run there. Wouldn't quite break for Buendia after Rupp's run, but a lovely little dribble there. Hanley plays that one into Buendia, who is caught on the ball there fairly, and Sanchez has it now. And Bella is attacking here. A rare counter for Birmingham. Bella, step over into the box, hits the shot straight at Tim Krul. Buendia getting robbed there. And as I say, a very rare, well, I don't know in terms of shots on target, whether that's their first, Birmingham. But the danger's there if you're going to get caught on the ball, isn't it? And Bella couldn't get any power or accuracy on the shot, which is a bad combination, really, isn't it? Skip to Buendia. Oh, lovely ball by Buendia. Cantwell's in and he scored. Great pass by Buendia, but the flag is up for offside. No goal. Campwell is cross again. And he is just offside, I think. He's leaned his arm out like that, in fact, to call for the ball. And I think possibly his shoulder then puts him offside there. So would have been really tight one if he'd had his arm down by his side and his shoulder wasn't so advanced forward there. But tight call there. Goal disallowed. Well, goal disallowed. Wasn't a goal in the first place, but it was offside. But 0-0. Russ isn't happy with that one. Lewis isn't happy either and not looking good for Philip Koku and Derby. This could be a fifth defeat in sixth. Forest almost scored again. They sound like they are turning the screw. My phone tells me Ianu Yates hitting the crossbar. Robert says, phew. A couple of inches offside there. Cantwell for that effort. Nice finish. Should have done that in the first half with his big chance, shouldn't he? Gone high rather than low. There we go. He's got his range now at least, hasn't he, from a Cantwell point of view and from a Norwich point of view. Hanley goes home to Krill. Back to Hanley. And into Skip. So much possession. Crazy amounts. But they're giving it away there. And then Colin gives it away in turn. Good press by Norwich there, actually. Good snap. Sanchez does well, though. Birmingham have got no out ball here. They've found it finally. Managed to switch it out to Pedersen. They were really getting swarmed there. Here is Sunjic. Just slides that one forward to Colin, who's played quite well tonight, hasn't he? Colin is out with Sanchez. Colin's actually ahead of him. And a big switch of play there from right to left. But Buendia does really nicely to cut that one out and win back possession for Norwich, who will rebuild yet another attacking phase of play. Look up in the corner there, guys, www.fanfirst.co.uk, sponsoring the channel for this next couple of weeks. Go and register at fanfirst.co.uk and get rating, a user-generated ratings website there. You can go in. I'm going to go in after this game and give my ratings out of 10. Maybe the entertainment rating might not be too high, but I can rate all of the players. Good bit of fun. Go and register your email and your team and get rating. www.fanfirst.co.uk. Here's Pookie. Oh, that would have been a clever pass, but he couldn't quite find Aaron's there. Birmingham clear, and it's just coming back over and over and over again. Surely this is not a sustainable pattern of play for an entire hour and a half. Cantwell in the sort of advanced midfield position. Nice by Buendia. Nice by Cantwell. Quintia crossing position in low to Cantwell. A more difficult chance that. Angles the shot goalwards with his right foot. Can't hit the target there. Probably his most difficult chance of the three he's had there. Really good play by Cantwell in the first instance. And that was a very difficult chance, actually. But sometimes they can catch a deflection and ping off into the net, can't they? So, Wheelock Young Team says, huge East Midlands derby on Friday. Yes, indeed. I'm not covering it, sadly. I'm working on Friday night. We'll try. We'll definitely review it, though, at some point. But I will not be live for that one. Waghorn and Holmes. Oh, Waghorn's back. Well, that's some good news for Derby's striking options as Cantwell tries to feed that one through for Hugill. Harley Dean deals with it and boots the ball clear. But again, they're really missing Jutkovic on balls like that, just not sticking up top. And Hogan commits the foul there on Hanley. Oh, Bits, what went wrong? Tell me about it. Did you watch it? Ipswich losing 4-1 tonight. You can have a virtual hug from me, my friend. A COVID-safe hug through the computer. There you go. What went wrong, Bits? Tell me. Blue Monday boys are on the other channel, by the way. If you want to go and say hi to them, obviously you can stay with me. Tell me what happened. Talking of Friday, Ben Phillips out for Leeds. Indeed. Big game. Leeds Villa at the week Friday. And Forest Derby. I'm missing both. How frustrating. Adam Eder is going to come on for Norwich. Be interesting to see who comes off. Reckon we might get a proper 4-3-3 here with three actual strikers on the pitch and three central midfielders. Yeah, I assume Bits was on Ipswich tonight, so he probably hasn't had a winning night. Russ says Hugill will be coming off. Here is Sunjic. Ooh, just managed to get that pass off. Cantwell sliding in. And Sanchez has it. Sanchez crosses to the back post. Decent cross there. Aarons does well. Pedersen recycles and it's headed clear. Decent moment that for Birmingham. Malone on for Smith now in the Millwall game. Is that a defensive substitution then, Alex? It sounds like it. As Sunjic fouls Aarons. So here comes Ida, as Russ said, for Hugill. So that will give, assumedly, Pookie will now go into his number 9 position. Ida will probably play left side of a 4-2-3-1, which is probably a better shape from a Norwich point of view. Let's see where Ida goes and what Norwich manager Daniel Farker has up his sleeve. Here's Rupp and Cantwell. Gibson, Cantwell. Into the channel for Quintea to chase. Overhit that one badly. We were overconfident, trying too much, showboating at 1-0, think we can get to every 50-50 goal. Ball gifted them every goal. Not good. This is the acid test now as well, once we've actually lost the game. So it went downhill last year, yeah? Smith has a knock. Thought he might have gone like for like with Zahor. Stephen says, have you been surprised with Norwich form and where they are in the league? Yeah. Yeah, I have. But it's a long old season. Here comes Ida through the middle. Dean wins that. A terrible clearance from Etheridge. Gives it straight back to Aarons, to Buendia, to Aarons. Low cross. Cantwell, surely this time. Oh, goodness me. Another chance there. Big block from Max Collin. There, all the chances have gone for Cantwell, for Norwich's 4th shot at goal, all inside the penalty box as well. It goes all the way over. It's a really good block by Max Collin. We're just getting the replay from behind the goal now. That's good defending there. Etheridge throwing himself behind it. But another opening there for Todd Cantwell. Taylor is on for Forest with Graben as well, Simon. Robert says, Blues too negative, difficult to support this. Here's Pookie. And it's just gone loose. Buendia gets robbed. Here comes Bella. Good strength by him, but in the end, Rupp wins the ball. Max Collins played very well tonight. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Pookie stretching them in behind again. Etheridge out and a far more decisive kick from the keeper. This time, Iain says, Rotherham hanging on. Eek. Good Blackman save. Here is Cantwell again. 71 gone in this one. Buendia, inventive as ever. Rupp, give and go with Buendia. Rupp to Pookie. Pookie, well played, out to Aarons. Aarons against Pedersen. Aarons comes inside. Lovely little poke through to Pookie, who spins, tries to clip it back through. Half-hearted appeal for handball by Pookie, but they've recycled it. Here comes Buendia and Rupp with the left footer, and it's blocked by Roberts. And Max Collin is going to break and plays it in the channel for Hogan to chase after. Hogan absolute scraps that poor guy's got to work off. He slumps his shoulders as the ball comes nowhere near him. Again, disaster after half-time, 5-minute spell. Toto, Wilson, Dazelle and Holy all over the place. His gifting chances took. It was crazy. 4-1, scratching my head, wondering how we were losing. That doesn't sound good bits, does it? There we go. I'll catch up with the Blue Monday stream in a bit. Here is Cantwell, gives the ball away there. Sanchez, it's silly from Sanchez. He gets robbed. Again, no out ball there for Birmingham. Crossed in, and Etheridge is going to grab that one. Oh, don't, John. What odds on Rotherham letting it go on 90 foot? Stop it. Stop it. Poor old Rotherham. Just don't see where a goal would come from. No, I think 0-0 is the plan here all day long for Karanka and Birmingham. But thus far, it's working. Goal for Middlesbrough. Is this going to be a first defeat for Bristol City? George Saville has scored for Borough. We will bring the split screen up in a minute. and check our scores. Here is Buendia, Rupp, Cantwell, Rupp, Pookie, Cantwell. Good stuff. Buendia, lovely move. Ida and Max Colin again just robs him. Really good passing from Norwich, but couldn't get the final ball in for Ida to get the shot away there. Great stuff from Cantwell, actually, and Buendia as ever, but great stuff from Max Colin again, who's playing very well. Ida, greater than Hugo. Perhaps. We'll see. We will see. Hogan given nothing again. Hogan needs Duke. Yeah. He'd certainly prefer to have him up there with him, wouldn't he? Here is Skip. Aaron's. 74 gone in this one. Norwich winning late the last time out. Sunjic. Ooh, Ida. And I don't know what they've given there. They're given a foul against Sunjic. If they didn't give the foul, Ida was in and scoring then. So I'd be interested to see that one back. The chat is like a Twitter meltdown. Sorry. Hopefully they're handling it and not letting it go too mental. There we go. Reading nil. First point for Wycombe. Remember, they kicked off at 8, David. So there'll be an extra 15 minutes there. Daniel Farker has his iPad. I don't know what he's up to there. Playing Candy Crush or something. Whether he's looking at a replay and going questioning it with the fourth official, or whether it's tactics to show to another substitute. Adam Clayton is down. All adding into stoppage time here. 75 gone. You think there's probably going to be 4, 5, 6 minutes of stoppage time given what's going on right now. How do you rate Alan Shearer as a player? Yeah, he was pretty good, Stephen, wasn't he? Incredible player. But different game when Shearer played. And Lolly has hit the post. I think that's the second time Forest have hit the woodwork. In fact, whilst we've got this lull, let's just get up the latest scores here. It is Millwall 1, Luton 0, Martin Craney own goal. Forest 0, Rotherham 1, Dan Barlassa. Coventry 1, Swansea 1. Shipley for Coventry, AU for Swansea. Bristol City 0, Borough 1. Warnock will love that, won't he? Looking like a possible big away win there for Warnock and Borough. Huddersfield 1, Derby 0. Wow, could be a really good day for Huddersfield and a really bad one for Derby. Norwich 0, Birmingham 0 in our game we're covering here. And Reading 0, Wycombe 0. But as you can see there, only 61 minutes up. Adam Clayton comes back on, but that is guaranteed a couple of minutes extra on the stoppage time, which I have a sneaking feeling may be key in this game. Here is Aaron's. Skip. Cantwell. Skip. Rupp. Gibson. Skip. Cantwell. Skip. Very patient. Aaron's. Skip. Gibson. Norwich centre half. High and forward. Quintilla down the line to Rupp. Roberts covers and Quintilla wins the corner. Daz asks, am I optimistic for Ipswich this season? They've just lost 4-1, Daz. So it's probably a bad time to ask me. Pass. Guay nearly curled one from 25 yards. The centre half there. Corner for Norwich. In it goes Hanley. Ooh. He got up there, headed it to the far post. Looked like Etheridge wasn't getting there. Let's see how far wide that actually was. Not too far wide. Good strength from Hanley. Ooh. That did not miss by much. Tricky chance. Here comes Mario Vrancic for Norwich. Cullen on for Swansea, causing all sorts of problems. Interesting. Okay. George says, not been the greatest of games, to say the least. We can pick them, can't we? At least compared to Derby versus Watford, where both teams played how Birmingham have set up today. At least Norwich have tried to move the ball, haven't they? But yeah, it's not been very varied, has it? It's all been in one direction, all of the passing and all of the attacking. Aaron's. Buendia. Gibson. Buendia. Nice ball out to Aaron's. 1v1 with Pedersen. Aaron's gets the crossing. Did well, actually. Friend was there on the near post to make yet another clearance for Birmingham. I'm sure if we got the numbers up, those clearances and tackles and things of that nature will be massive. Yeah, 22 clearances now for Birmingham. 74% possession. Norwich now up to 687 passes in this game. Here is Vrancic, and I didn't see who he came on for because I looked away at the stats. Silly me. Campbell. Quintia. Buendia. Lovely ball again by Buendia. Such a good player. And a good tackle there by Max Collin, who's had an excellent game, hasn't he? Dearly departed news. Henry Lansbury out of the 25-man squad, maybe released in championship bound. Interesting. He'll definitely get a championship gig, won't he? Oh, thank you, Andrew. Vrancic on for Skip. Sorry, I did look away at that point. Buendia with the corner from the left wing. Hanley got on the end of the last one. Oh, that's gone loose in the box, but Sanchez is going to pick it up. Knocks it ahead to Bella, who looks in behind for Hogan, who has had the worst service you can imagine and doesn't get the ball again. It sounds like Reading have scored, says Omar. Reading winning 1-0. They're going to go top then because Bristol City are losing. Who's the goal scorer, guys? That means Wickham are losing, as Bit says as well. A foul there by Sanchez. Sorry, on Sanchez by Rupp, excuse me. Omar, have you got the Reading goal scorer for me, buddy? Oh, perfect. Right and clear. Lucas Shaw, who started the season on absolute fire. Zahor coming on for Millwall. The Millwall fans will be excited to see him. Here is Pedersen. And Bella's got a bit of space, actually, down the left-hand side. Bella cuts in and curls that one with the right foot straight at Krull. I should have kept quiet about Wickham. It's not your fault, David. And it looks like Millwall and Forest have just scored in the same moment. If you get me some goal scorers, guys. Yeah, Gaza Mahoney has scored for Millwall. So that's all she wrote in that one. 2-0 Millwall now up against Luton. Who has scored for Forest, Simon? If you can let us know, that would be lovely. Straight one down the middle for Hogan to chase. Grant Hanley heads that away easily. And Max Aaron's hoofs that one clear. And I don't know what's been given there. Some kind of foul. So a couple of goals going in quickly there. Still nothing for us in this game here. 82 minutes, 36 gone. Remember, long injury hold to Adam Clayton. So you'd expect a bit of stoppage time now. Here is Sanchez and Norwich swarming all over. Again, no outball at all for Birmingham and just constant Norwich attack after attack after attack. As Cantwell gives it away, Sunjic gets it. Sanchez, nice feet by him, skips past his man and plays it into Bella, who plays it wide to Pedersen. Chance for Birmingham players to rest their legs. Pedersen marked by Ida. And Clayton. Roberts with the big diagonal. Decent ball there. Pedersen controls it. Slides it back up the line. Probably the most possession Birmingham have had all night. Friend has it, and he gives it away. Buendia wins that high up there. And now Norwich might be able to counter. Might be as open as it's been, given Birmingham actually had some men forward there. Free kick to Norwich. 84 minutes now. Go on, we're going to get another substitute. Timu Puki comes off. Another goalless game for the 18-19 goal machine. Przemysław Placheta comes on, who is a very quick Polish wide player. Oh, Kov 2-1. No, disallowed again. He's winding me up. Again, no clue by top-class refereeing. Zahor is on now. Interesting to see how he goes over at Millwall. As Buendia is bumped off the ball there by Friend. Well played. And, the ref needs to stop play there because it clipped off his ankle. Need Norwich again, Ben. Bits. This must stop. You're continually betting on Norwich now. Swans and Seville for $2,000 and PSG. Wow, goodness me. Do you play Football Manager? If so, you should make some videos of your play. I reckon they could be pretty good. I haven't played Football Manager for years. Did when I was younger. Takes hours though, doesn't it? Goodness. Mind you, I've watched about 6 hours of defensive championship football in the past few days. So there you go. Foul by Clayton on Campbell. Oh dear. Second yellow card. Adam Clayton has been red carded. And Norwich are going to play out again for the second game running against 10 men here. Clayton, he's late on Campbell there. Slides in, gives the ref the decision to make. And gets his second yellow. And Norwich, having dominated this game already, have 4 minutes plus stoppage time to play against 10 men. Whether it will make that much difference, because Birmingham, Hogan may as well not have been there anyway, but Mikel San Jose is going to come on in what's likely to be a 5-5 formation, let's just say. Sorry, 5-4 formation with no striker. Here's Buendia. Ida Vrancic has scored for Norwich before they can make the substitution. Norwich have done it again against 10 men. As soon as the red card goes in, Vrancic gets the goal. 85 minutes gone. They couldn't quite make the substitution quickly enough. Bella gave it in midfield. Hogan gave it away. Slid through. Ida touches it to Vrancic. Nice finish by Vrancic with the right foot there. And Norwich have the lead over the 10 men of Birmingham. They're going to win again against 10. Silly from Hogan. Although that has been the case for Birmingham a lot, they've just not had the outball at all. It's 1-0 Norwich. Surely the winning goal in this one. Now, 16 behind the ball. Graben just missed a sitter, says Simon for Forest. Let's go, says Nathan. Mario, says Russ. The goal music, the legendary Norwich goal music. I tell you what, the Birmingham players are giving Cantwell some treatment now. Got nothing to lose now. He's getting absolutely kicked from pillar to post. Swansea goal now, please, says Bits. He wants his bet to come through. It is 1-0. I must change my banner here. Oh, dear. As much as Cantwell did very much... Oh, that's a red card, surely, isn't it? As much as Cantwell annoyed me with his antics in the first half, jumping up after pretending to be injured, that's not cool. Friend just completely wiped him out there. Not a clever tackle there. Frustration maybe coming through there. Birmingham don't want to lose their discipline here. Karanka in a long discussion with the back four. Jay says, harsh sending off and then a foul leading up to the goal. Utter nonsense. He's not happy. As Etheridge comes out and catches. Birmingham are speeding up now. Ida's probably going to get a yellow card for not letting the goalkeeper take a goal kick. That was very silly, wasn't it? Ida duly gets booked. Cash out, says Jamen. I tried to play Football Manager about 5 years ago. My head was ready to explode. Tremendous. Love that man, says Russ. Thanks, man. Thompson on in the Millwall game. Yeah, that didn't look like a good tackle by Friend, did it? Sorry, it's funny now. Sunjic has just yanked Cantwell down. I assume he's got a yellow card for that as well. With the clock ticking down, Birmingham resorting to some quite industrial tactics here. Rugby tackle by Sunjic on Cantwell. There was no danger of him hurting him then, so I can giggle about that one. Simon's back on the Football Manager. Addictive. Norwich leading here 1-0. We're going to get a substitution for Birmingham now. Looks like Mikel San Jose is going to come on. And who's coming off? Mark Roberts. Oh, there you go. So they've taken a centre-half out and put a central midfielder in. Better late than never, but chasing the game now. San Jose comes on and gives the instructions to the Birmingham players. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Jay says, great tackle by Friend. Yeah, it wasn't, was it? Here is Aaron's. And Cantwell. Vrancic. Buendia trying to find it back to Cantwell. And hooked clear. Hogan still chasing. I wonder how many hard yards he's run tonight trying to chase the ball around, not getting too much service. We can put up the championship roundup numbers here. Assuming this game is won here at Carrow Road. 1-1, Forest and Rotherham. 1-0, Norwich obviously winning in this one. As Procetta comes forward down the left-hand side. Gets the cross in, headed clear by Christian Pedersen. Vrancic again. Buendia. And back to Vrancic. Long ranger from Vrancic into the stand. Let me go back to the scores. Millwall 2, Luton 0, Huddersfield 1, Derby 0, Bristol City 0, Borough 1, Reading 1, Wickham 0. Ivan Sunjic has cramp. An inopportune moment to get that with Birmingham chasing. Was there a foul on Scott Hogan there, like Jay was saying? Didn't get a good enough look at that. Hogan not looking happy with that one. Sky cameras winding back and having a look at that one. Switch of play there by San Jose. Nice ball to Sanchez. Out wide to Colin, who crosses in. Decent ball that. Flicked on by Sunjic. Oh, crikey. It nearly fell to Hogan there. Goodness me. Hooked away. Birmingham nearly somehow forcing a chance there with 10 men. Here's Bella. And he gets past Buendia and Ida just smacks it out of play. Max Aaron's not happy with that. San Jose should play for San Jose Earthquakes. There you go. Birmingham shoving a couple of centre-halves up front now. Going to get the ball in the box to them, though. It's out for a throw-in. And Ida needs to watch himself, actually. He's on a yellow card. He just booted that one into the crowd after it had already gone. Sunjic was on the near post. Oh, Hogan just couldn't control that. Buendia did really well there. Pretty much the last line of defence. If Hogan goes with his right foot, he could easily win a penalty off Buendia there. Long diagonal forward. And that play has broken down. And it's going to be a Norwich throw-in. 93 minutes, 30 gone in this one. How on earth did Cov not score there? From what Jam's been saying in the chat, it looks like Swansea have gotten away with one tonight by the sounds of it. Funky says, how are Cov not winning? We'll have a look in just a jiffy. San Jose jumps with Vrancic. Cantwell up and wins the header. Plachetta in a foot race with Friend. Does really well, actually, Friend there. Out muscles him. He doesn't want to overdo it here. He's actually done a really nice dribble out of defence. Oh, stupid pass then by Friend. Had a simple one on. He got carried away and tried to play the complicated pass. But it's turned over and Birmingham have throw-in, I think. If Sky would actually give us the wide shot. Ball lobbed into the box, but not going to a Birmingham shirt. They're 94 minutes 40 coming up here. 4 minutes stoppage time there at Millwall. Derby look like they've given up playing for Koku. This happened to Forest over at Huddersfield, didn't it? Goodness me. A couple of decent moments by the sounds of it from Ken Zahor. Daniel Farker's yelling about something or other. Todd Cantwell has been given the Sky Man of the Match award, presumably by whoever the summariser is. And it's the restart here. They'll probably add on another minute, I would have thought. So probably go up to about 97. I think we're at 95-40 now. Krull boots the ball down the ground and it's headed clear. Birmingham will just want to get any possession possible and get the ball in the direction of the goal. Terrible pass by Pedersen. Here come Norwich. Buendia slides it through for Plachetta. Didn't quite have enough on the pass there. Birmingham trying to play out. They've done well, actually. They've broken the lines. Here comes Sunjic. Bit of a counter on for Birmingham now. Slides the ball across. Oh, what a waste. Dear oh me. I don't know who it was that was forward. Harley Dean is holding his head, but yeah, it was him. And he was in a nice crossing position. Jeremy Bella is completely on his own at the back post. Unfortunately, it went to a centre half and he couldn't find the cross. This is going to be the last phase of play now. We've had the 6 minute stoppage time, probably another minute for when Ben Gibson went down. So I suspect the final whistle goes after this goal kick. And am I right? No. Yes. Full time here. Norwich 1, Birmingham 0 is the final score. Not the most entertaining game of football I've ever seen. Birmingham incredibly defensive, but they hung in there until about, I think it's about 85 minutes. And then it was only after Adam Clayton got red carded did Norwich take the lead. Todd Cantwell, I think, had 4 sort of decent chances that he didn't take in this game. But Norwich rewarded in the end for being the more sort of active team rather than the passive team. You'd always rather be the ones trying to win the game rather than trying to play off the ones that win the game. But that's the challenge, and I suppose that's the difference that Norwich will have this season compared to last time they were down. Everyone knows what the players are capable of now. There'll be no element of surprise whatsoever. But they've got a second straight win, both of them by a single goal, both of them by reasonably late goals, but they are doing the job. Not wholly convincing, but they've got the win, haven't they? Do you think Forest should get better under Chris Hughton? Absolutely, Stephen. If only Pookie would have put that away, v Derby probably win the game and Norwich would be flying. But Norwich struggle even with the low block. They take 3 points. Russ says, finally. Yeah, it was a long old watch, wasn't it? 1-1 Forest. Look at the full times. Rotherham did let one in, but not in the last minute. Swans have not beaten Cov Pot bits. It's 1-1 there. Full time at Millwall. Luton had more of the ball second half, but Millwall racked up the chances. 20 shots to 10. Boom. Forest dropped 2 points tonight, so Simon not happy. And there you go. There's the other side of it. Iain, who is a Rotherham fan, is happy with that. Let's bring up the final scores for tonight's 7 games that we have had in the Championship. Everybody drink, because I am going to the split screen. And the split screen says, if I can remove the banner for goodness sakes, Forest 1, Rotherham 1, Norwich 1, Birmingham 0. Let me just hit refresh on that. Should get some full times come up against them. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Right, let me start over. Sorry. Forest 1, Rotherham 1, Norwich 1, Birmingham 0 in the game we were covering here. Coventry 1, Swansea 1. Looks like it's still in the dying embers of stoppage time. Millwall 2, Luton 0, Huddersfield 1, Derby 0. That could be a big scoreline for Philip Koku. Bristol City 0, Borough 1. Warnock's on a bit of a roll. He's not losing, and Bristol City were right up the top, weren't they? And Reading 1, Wickham 0. Reading are going to go top, aren't they? Let's have a look. Do we have a table? He says, scrolling around aimlessly. Yes, we do. And as it stands, Reading will not only be 3 points clear of the top, they'll be 5 points clear of third place Bournemouth. What a start for Reading. Bristol City have lost their first game. Bournemouth play tomorrow. Millwall, they're up into 4th spot. Swansea are still playing. They're going to stay in the top 6. Watford play tomorrow and can go up into 2nd place with a heavy win. Unlikely if you've seen them play this season. But Norwich with 2 straight wins, they're moving into 7th spot. And look at Huddersfield in 8th. Carlos Corberan has got 10 points in his last 4 games. Superb work. And look at the last 5 for Borough and Warnock there. That is 9 points from the last 5 for Borough. Look out for the old fox. Luton have lost 2 on the trot. They lost 3 and 4 and dropped down to 10th there. Rotherham played tonight. They're not losing many, but they've only won 1 in 6th. But so far, they are well clear of that relegation picture. Birmingham, as we can see, haven't won in those last 5 after winning on the open day against Brentford. Coventry are level. Or are they? Yes, they are level against Swansea. That must be nearly finished. Preston play tomorrow. Chris Hughton's got 4 points from 2. And Derby and Wickham continue to lose. Sheffield Wednesday can close the -12 gap to within 1 point already of Wickham tomorrow after just 6 games. Goodness me. If they can win over Brentford tomorrow. Andrew says, need to start Vrancic against Wickham. Oh, Norwich playing Wickham next. That'll be a 3rd straight win. Taxman asked me what happened to the Tractor Boys. Go and check out the Blue Monday stream to find out about that. Not so good tonight for the Tractor Boys there. Simon, from a Forest point of view, wasted first half. Did well, unlucky. Ended 1-1. Warned you on that cash out. There we go. Wolf says, so basically should have been at the Den. There you go. Sounds more entertaining. Ho-hum, you win some, you lose some. Alex says, good result and good performance overall. What we did well tonight was spread the fouls out on Luar. There you go. Cantwell got some treatment late on in this one. Goodness me. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Bits. Thank you, Russ. He says we won a game at home. Wolves, that's good news. Best I've seen the Lions for some time. Greg says, watching 4 at the same time. Me, TNC, and Blue Monday. Good work. And the dressing room. Well done, Greg. Great stuff. Simon says, hope Derby don't sack their manager until Saturday. Need 3 points on Friday. There we go. Yes, Ryan, Norwich did win. And they've won 2 in a row. And I think they've got Wickham next by the sounds of it. So points are coming. Ian says, obviously, Forest had line share of possession in charge. Hit the woodwork twice. We defended excellently. Had a threat of our own. And this team lies down for no one. Well played, the Millers. Absolutely, they don't. And Chris adds Mahoney and Leonard. Very good. Just quickly before I go, guys, up there, our sponsors for the next couple of weeks, www.fanfirst.co.uk. Go and head over to Fan First like I did last night to put my ratings in for Leeds versus Wolves. If you've watched the game tonight, go ahead, go and log in, register your email, register which team you support. I had a good long chat with Matt on the phone who runs the website. He's a genuine guy who wants championship fans on there. This isn't just trying to get the Premier League numbers and eyeballs in. He wants championship fans on there. That's why he came to me. And that's why I'm asking you to go ahead, fanfirst.co.uk, and subscribe, register over there, and get rating. How would you rate the players? Don't know about the entertainment in tonight's watch along between Norwich and Birmingham. But there you go. It was Norwich 1, Birmingham 0 in tonight's live watch alongs. I will not be live tomorrow night. I'm having the night off after many, many nights in a row. But do check out during the day. I'll do some review work and we'll get something up that can go as a premiere tomorrow night. And we'll also do the Fantasy League as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you, Daz. Charlie's asking me what happened to Ipswich. We'll park that for tonight and I'll bury my head in the sand. Russ, thank you. He says Mario 10, Super Mario. And just one more quick thank you before we go. Thank you to Charlie, 30 years of Loyal Royal. Here's to many more. He sponsors our watch-alongs on the channel. Right. Thank you lot. And I will see you all at some point tomorrow. It's been a great day. Loads of subscribers made today. Loads of content up. Thank you for your support. It's going well. We get in there, subscriber by subscriber. Over and out. Thank you for watching.